Okay, good afternoon, students. Welcome back to science. And today for science, we are going to think about how we can measure how much rain falls. Meteorologists who study precipitation use a tool to measure how much rain falls. Okay, so then they can make predictions about rain and predictions perhaps about floods that might happen, and lots of predictions that can help us plan our lives. All right, so for this lesson, you will need your deli container that came in your materials. You'll also need that little ruler strip that came in your yellow manila package with your materials. You'll also need your some tape, and this didn't come in your materials, so this you're just going to have to get from home, some Scotch tape. Okay, and you will need your folder, and you will get to the next 2 pages that look like this, and you will try. And this is challenging. It's challenging for me, so you might need help. And if you can't do it right now, then wait till there's an adult at home that can help you. Right? The best way to do this, step 2, is to get a piece of tape that's longer than that little ruler. Take it and put it on the ruler strip. So that's the facing side that goes to the container, the side that's marked off black, or if you have a blank one. So your tape is along the front side. So you have a sticky part here and a sticky part there. Okay, one more time. Okay, so you have your ruler strip, it's laminated. You have your tape. You're going to take a part that is longer than that. So longer than 8 centimeters, about the length of a base 10 block, 10. Okay, and you're going to take it. And then you've got this. You're going to tape it onto this side. Okay, so you go down. I know you can't see that, but then you pick up that side, the side that's you don't want showing. Okay, and then you go to your deli container and you line it up. So the bottom is at the bottom. Gets stuck on the bottom. Okay, and then you straighten it out because you don't want it like that. Right as it can be. Put your finger here and then kind of crease it. Okay, and now you can go ahead and put more tape on and adjust it. So if you're noticing that it's a little crooked, go ahead and take it off and adjust it. Okay. So add more tape. There's one piece, and then one at the top. There's another piece. Okay, and this is your rain gauge, and you're going to use this to measure rain. So the important thing to do is you're measuring of rain. So you have to dump it out every night. and then put it out again or every afternoon. So today is science, and today is like about 1:30. So you're going to go outside and you're going to take your rain gauge after it's done, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And you're going to go into your garden and you're going to put your rain gauge down. Now, some of you might notice that it's windy, and this is you weigh it down. And how you do that is you take a rock from in your garden somewhere, and I'm going to grab one of these fancy ones, and I'm going to put it in there so it's flat. Make sure it doesn't. And then that weighs it down. But it's also really to take the rock out before you measure the rain. Now, if we were in the classroom, I'd be walking around with a watering can right now, and I would be pouring in water so you can read what's fallen. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now with that rain gauge I had out here. So, I'm going to take out my rock, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to look. And it says just under 1 centimeter. So last night, there was 1 centimeter of rain yesterday, today. And I used my rain gauge here. Okay, so you can practice at home too with some water, and you can practice reading it at the different levels. You just have to remember that every day at the same time you need to pour it out and start over. And put your rock in there so it gets weighed down. Now, is it going to be a good gauge, let's say, over here? Oh, Rossi's trying to get out. Rossi, go in. Over here, underneath an area where it is protected? No, because there isn't going to be any rain that's going to fall in here unless it's coming sideways. So you got to make sure that when you put your rain gauge out, you are putting it out somewhere where there is going to be able to have rainfall to come in. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine over here in my garden. And it looks like that. Hopefully you can see that. It's got a rock in it. And tomorrow at this time, we're going to come out here and we're going to see if there was any rain last night, overnight, over the 24-hour period. Okay? This is how you make a rain gauge, and this is how we're going to measure how much rain falls daily. All right? And you have a good afternoon. But don't really leave.